Good morning, everyone, or evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, it looks so nice outside, but it is negative 18 degrees. Feels like negative 30 where I am right now. So thank you very fucking much, Fargo, North Dakota. Good morning, Joanne. I'm going to give people some time. We got some fun stuff to talk about today. And I just was like, I don't want to put it in a different video. I want to just do it in a live so that we can talk about it and stuff. Hello. Hi, Danielle. We'll start with while people are joining. What is anybody reading right now? Hi, Beth. I am trying to finish A Rake's Vow by Stephanie Lawrence, as well as I want to get through another one of Juliet Cross's books. Hi, Sam. Glad you could join. I know this was like early in the morning. Hi, Nicole. So I'm trying to finish The Rake's Vow, as well as I just started the arc for... Hi, Melissa. I just started the arc for Call Me Crazy by Melanie Harlow. That comes out next week. And I got an arc for her. Hey, Andrea. Day of the Duchess. That I need to start as well. I was just telling everyone what I'm reading. The Beast Within by Laura Lee. I've read a couple Laura Lee. It was back before I was like really into romance again, though. So I was just like, this is a lot. But we're going to start with, I need to finish my makeup for the day. I did the base face first this time because trying to do that and then have foundation all over my hands is a pain in the ass. So I did my base face first, but yeah. I know it's pretty cold like on the East Coast everywhere for a lot of people. And I know a lot of them are saying it's colder than normal, but this is kind of normal. Like we get weather like this in January and February. I'd like to say it's not normal. We were just really spoiled because it held off a little longer this year. Like normally it is this cold in January, and our January was actually pretty nice. And it was February that's really got us. Tourist attraction. That sounds interesting. Hey, I actually joined using this today, so enjoy the view. It's cool. I actually did it through StreamYard instead of just with YouTube this time because I don't like that YouTube Live doesn't let you highlight comments the same way, at least that I found. I'm sure I'm missing something because I'm not the techiest person, but I like highlighting your comments. So as usual, when I do these, I'm not really sharing the products that I use because I'm not a professional. I just like hanging out with you guys while I do my makeup. And I hope you are doing the same thing, or maybe you're already ready for the day, but we're just going with a soft look. I have to film my weekly wrap up, which I have some fun stuff to say and some not so fun stuff to say. So we'll see how that all goes when I'm filming. Oh my gosh. Melissa, boo freaking who, baby doll. I was just telling them that it's negative 18 here, but it feels like negative 33 is the real feel. So I don't want to hear nothing. But also what I was talking about this with Jesson from Jesson Reads Romance, is that like it's pretty cold in Louisiana right now. And it's like you are used to a certain level, right? Like nobody's used to negative 20, but like I know how to deal with it. Like I know how to adapt. I have the right clothes. I'm prepared. But when you have a big shift in weather and you're like not prepared for it, it feels like a lot. Liz Anderson, have you read The Raquel of Roth yet? I have not. I am behind on some other historical romances. Plus, I got drug into Stephanie Lawrence right now. So I haven't started that. I have it purchased. It was just in, it's going to be in a recent book haul I have coming up. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm putting on that. I definitely want to read it. I've heard really good things. But I was burned out on historicals after the historical romance readathon. And then I'm in book clubs where I have to read historical romance. So that has been my focus. But we're going to talk about some historicals in a minute. That's part of our announcements. But I'm giving people some time to show up and try to finish my makeup first. I've like been doing my makeup the same way for probably like 10 years at this point. It's just the colors that I use have changed. Are you guys like that too? Like you have one style that you do? Let's see. Ashley, hello, my friend, channel member here. Reading A Touch of Ruin. Yay! Yeah, I love that. I still have a Game of Fate on my TBR for Pharaoh Fab. But one thing I'm realizing, I feel like after I read Court of Silver Flames, I'm going to be a little bit like burned out with fantasy after that. So I'm trying to read as much fantasy as I can before Tuesday. That's something I'll talk about today too, what my reading plans for the weekend are. Because I'm doing a self-care weekend this weekend. I'm going to be starting a couple of reading blogs. But I have Monday off because of President's Day. And then I took Tuesday off so that I could read A Court of Silver Flames and be uninterrupted because I'm doing that. 4 p.m. in Germany. Yep. Well, that's one of the nice things because a lot of the stuff that I do on the channel is usually in the evenings. And I feel like half of my viewers can't watch anything. I love Stephanie Lawrence early books. I keep searching on eBay. Yes. Oh my gosh. This was happening to me as well. I did end up buying one book on eBay of hers. I already owned 3 of them just because I've been picking up Stephanie Lawrence. She's actually on my list that I did of authors I want to read this year because I have like 15 of her books, but I hadn't read any of them yet. And Devil's Bride was on my TBR for one of the books that got picked out of my jar for one of the prompts or whatever. And I loved it. You're going to hear about it in my wrap up tomorrow, my weekly wrap up tomorrow, because it was, for being a book written 20 years ago, it was so refreshing to me for how the characters interact with each other. And so I cried ugly tears. I absolutely loved it. Literally have bought the same mascara. Yeah. Well, when you find what works, you just do it. Yeah, it's much easier with one way. Yeah. You just do what's good. Oops. It's a question for you. Yes, yeah. Well, Sam, so one of the part of the announcements, we're almost there. I need to finish my makeup first, but I'll tell you about that. But I've taken a day off for the last 3 Sarah J. Maas books that have come out, except for Crescent City, because it was already like my birthday kind of when that came out. And I didn't end up reading it until just a couple months ago anyway. But yeah, I have renewed my historical romance of the past year. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I have no clue. My Devil's Bride I got at Barnes & Noble, so it's the recover when they recovered all of them to look the same, but I do have pretty covers of some of the other ones. And I just ordered some from Thrift Book. And you know on Thrift Book, Melissa, you can't tell what you're gonna get or not. You can't tell what you're gonna get. But I don't really care at this point. I just want the story. I mean, if I end up getting the back covers, I'll be really happy about it. But yeah, the Devil's Bride that I have is the recover. And then for books 4 and 6, I have a really pretty one. So I'm really excited about that anyway. Sisters are my Bridgerton. I'm getting that. I'm on the second one, and I love it. They are written so beautifully. Like I said, I'm going to rant about it in my wrap up in such happy things. Because I found out at a bookstore but didn't buy it, and now I feel like I didn't know. Yeah, I feel like it's like that thing of like you find The Duke and I, right? You find A Hunger Like No Other. You find those first books in the series. I feel like you should always pick them up if you can and want to, and you're a collector, because I'm seeing them for pretty expensive on eBay if you find it. So, all right. Let's do the eyeliner where you know I can't talk while I do it. So give me a second. This one's getting kind of old. I think I need to order a new one. Yeah, it's going on a bit more like a crayon than like a liquid anymore, so that might mean it's time for a new one. Lately, I've been a little bit extra, and like nobody can really see it but me, but I bought some glitter eyeliner because I was feeling like I was in middle school and throwing some of that on. Oops, someone messaged me. It's Jessin. We should tell her I'm live right now and she can come hang out with us. I'm doing it. I'm live right now. Come hang out. I don't know what Jessin's reading today. Was anyone else super excited that she loved A Court of Thorns and Roses? Because I was. Awesome. Okay. Oh, thanks, Liz. Enjoy your views on books and show recaps. Oh, I'm glad, Liz. That makes me feel happy. My favorite eyeshadow is Take Me Back. That's cool. See, like you guys can't even see. I mean, you can kind of see the glitter when I do this, but nobody can see in my videos. It's just for me to feel pretty. So you do what you want to feel pretty sometimes. Because, you know, that's what we got to do. Okay, what's left? Let's do some mascara. Get this wrapped up so we can get to the announcements. I know I'm taking so long. Yes, I love when people read the series for the first time. It makes me wish I could experience them for the first time. Yes, I know. And so that was the thing too, is like, I had to keep this quiet. Oh, see, there she is. See, we're talking about you, Jessin. That's why I messaged you and said you had to come here. She's here, everyone. We were talking about your vlog. And Sam said she loves when people read them for the first time. And I said that I had to keep that a secret, guys, for a long time, because you're welcome. I was quietly picking at her and saying she would love them. You're welcome, all. And then she's giving me updates, and I'm like, man, I wish I could experience these for the first time. Because especially Akamath is like one of the best books ever. Yes, girl. I talk about you too much. People, like, those of you who are booktubers, which I know not a lot of you are who are watching right now, but some of you are. I talk about my friends on BookTube to my real life friends, and they're like, wait, who's this friend that we don't know? And I'm like, oh yeah, she's my internet friend. Which should be less weird than it used to be like 10, 15 years ago to have internet friends. But it still sounds weird when you say it's my friend from online. And people are like, and I'm like, we talk about books and sex and stuff. It's not weird at all, guys. See? Yeah, you totally fell asleep. Totally fell asleep, Jessica. Because I messaged her, and then when I hear nothing, I know she fell asleep like an old grandma. And I say that with love, my friend. No talking while the mascara goes on. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Almost done. What are some of you guys doing for the long weekend then? Are any of you, I mean, I know we can't like travel, but do you have any like fun things planned with your significant other or for yourself? Like I said, I'm doing a self-care weekend, and I'm going to be starting some fun vlogs. Poke myself in the eye. This is why I don't talk while I do this. Fudge. I'm going to be starting some fun vlogs that I'm about to tell you about. As well as y'all, I hope you can show up on Valentine's Day when I talk with Juliet, which is going to be amazing. Okay, almost done. Such a drama queen. Okay. And we'll just have a sip of tea, and then I'll put it on my lipstick and we'll be good. Yes, it's just so true. It's so true. I mean, especially since COVID. I was already building a lot of friends before that happened. But now, I mean, I talk to these people every day, you know? Such a grandma, can't stay up late. Right. I knew. I was like, no, not a night owl. But sometimes you'll stay up all night. I used to do that. Yes, I know. The thing is, too, is I'm like trying to do a good job and people are watching you, but that's just what happens when you decide to go live and get ready. Like, that's what happens. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm excited too. I'm excited for having a long weekend. Last year for a long weekend, I got to go on a ski trip with my family, or my friends, not my family, my friends. And this year I'm living like a woman in a cave and not going to leave my house, but it's going to be good because it's going to be fun. Okay. Lipstick, and then we're done. Okay. Woo! Oh, that doesn't look good. I need to like blot this. Woo! That was way more liquidy than I was expecting. And when I looked in the viewfinder, I was like, goodness. Funny story about internet friends. I had dinner with my friends and saw some art that reminded me of Cora Riley. I had to send it. Yes, I know. I was like, that's a little bit better. Wow. This lipstick is not my normal. There we go. That'll work. Whatever. I don't care. Right, right. Yeah. It's like, what do? Get them to bed early and snuggle, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you gotta do. All right, so time for some announcements. I actually have a banner this time. Here we go. Let's jump in with this. So, the big life update that a couple of my friends know about, but this just became official yesterday, so I was hesitant to get all excited about it because the last time I had an opportunity, it didn't work out, but I got a new job, which is fantastic. I don't know if some of you know, but I have worked for Microsoft for the last 4 years. I can say that easily, and I have loved it. Like, I'm definitely not leaving because I don't like the company at all. I'm leaving because I don't like the role that I have within the company. So I'm going to be working for a small sales company, being their administrative assistant and kind of running the office of this. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks. And so I think this is just going to be much more a role of me because I like doing the admin side of things. I like being more in control of everything instead of with sales. You're just at the whims of who your customers are and who you get to talk to and stuff like that. And it's just been really hard. But coming with that means, I've always worked an 8 to 5 job with Microsoft, but as you know, I'm pretty spoiled. Like, I can take a day off whenever I want to. I can have a sick day whenever I want to. I can take a mental health day and do all those really privileged things. Like, I 100% know that I'm privileged and have been privileged. And so I'm choosing to make this change at 27 instead of continuing to push with Microsoft for maybe another 10, 15 years and slowly hate myself for it. And instead, I get to go and support this small business. And with that, so what comes with that is now I'm going to be working 8 to 5 where I don't have any vacation saved up for a long time. There's just going to be my paid holidays and a couple of sick days, which will really need to be saved for that. And I don't know that I'll be able to read while I work the same way I have been. And so I'm not worried that I'm going to just fail at reading or anything. But I will have to be more conscious. I will need to get up and go to the office now instead of, if I end up sleeping in late, it really doesn't affect anyone and I can just roll over and go to my computer and be fine. So that's something that I'm going to have to be cautious of. And I don't know how that'll work. You guys know I really love to pump out the content here. I started that I would do 2 to 3 videos a week. And now I put up 5, 6, sometimes 7 videos a week because I just have so many things to talk about and so much that I want to get out there. So I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to get back to just filming on the weekends because when I get home now, it's going to be closer to 6 p.m. and we all know what my lighting situation is. Balls the way that it is. So just wanted to put that out there. This is such a great opportunity for me. I would never hold back from it because of that. And one of the things I wanted to share is one of the reasons I was able to leave Microsoft to take this job that it's a pretty significant pay cut at the upfront. There's real opportunity to grow with this company that there kind of isn't with Microsoft. So I'm glad I did it, but the only way I was able to do it was because of your guys' support, because of my channel members, because of ads revenue and those things, because the way that YouTube is supplementing my income allows me to feel safe to take a job that will still have health insurance and those benefits, but is more about my passion and less about the money, which is a scary thing for anyone to do. I know I'm not the only person doing this at all. There's plenty of people who I'm not even at a midlife change point. I'm at a quarter life crisis or whatever. And so I just really wanted to say thank you to all of you who do that. And I don't want my content to change, but it may have to I may need to be more strict with myself and be okay, 3 videos a week. That's okay. People are happy with that. You don't have to put up a video every day because that's no pressure that you guys have ever put on me. It's more of that I just love making content. I have this is my favorite thing to do. And I mean, I've shared with you guys before that someday I would like this to be a full-time thing for me. We're quite a long ways away from that. And I would never want to rush into that and then make YouTube something that I'm like desperate that it goes well. I don't ever want to turn this into like that. The only way I would ever make this a full-time thing is if I had all my debt paid off and all those things done. And anyway, that's just me sharing my brain with you. That's not like, oh, I want to do it by the end of the year. But I did put that out into the universe, you know, when I was struggling with job stuff, I was like, someday I'm going to get to do this every day and not have to answer to anybody else but you guys, which I think we all know too the ups and downs of it. You know, like I shared that in my snack time chat, which you guys really like that. I will try to make that a regular thing. Like I said, I don't really like talking about tea, but I like talking about tea sometimes when it's not like directed at certain people, unless it's an author who's a complete asshole. That's just different. But you guys really responded well to that, so maybe we'll try that more in the future. But yeah, it's just really exciting. And I'm sure too that I might just be over dramatizing it a little bit because the way that the setup is, I get to go into the office, but it is like a three floor home. And so there's literally an office on every level. So we're still like COVID safe. We won't have to like wear masks at the office because we're literally alone in our room. And then we do Zoom for all of our meetings. So I still get to go to an office, but yet I'm still alone. So it's kind of the perfect space where like I get to go somewhere again. I'm not trapped in my house. I'm coming up on 1 year of being trapped in my house, which I know everyone is, but I'm just sharing my personal experience. And so to get a job where I get to like go to work, I'm pretty excited about, and yet it's still a pretty safe environment for me. So it's great. So anyway, enough about that, but I just wanted to share with you where I'm at with it and to say thank you that with your support, I felt brave enough to do this because I knew that being an admin role was not going to pay me the same as what I was doing. But I was not happy there. And because it's just myself, no one else is depending on me for life, I knew that it was okay to take this risk because I have the support of my community and my friends and family, and like it's going to be okay. So let's talk about some content that's coming up. Let's look at what some of your things are too. Yes, thank you, Ashley. That's so nice. I hope that it works out for me. I mean, that might be true, but I don't, I know what you mean, but that's why I don't make those because I don't want to be known for the channel that I get views just because I share tea. So I know what you're saying, and I'm not disparaging people who do that. I just want my channel to mostly be reviews and recommendations. So that tea chat just came from a day of like, I was mostly talking about my own struggles, and then there was a couple things to check. But yeah, I know the tea gets views, but I mean, I have maybe 5 rant videos on my entire channel, and I have like over 600 videos. So it's definitely not a main focus, and it never will be. But I'm happy to, if there's things that I feel strongly enough about, I feel like I never hide my opinions, but I don't make negative videos. And I feel like that video didn't end up being a negative thing. It was my personal feelings about my journey on YouTube and how I feel, and then a couple author situations that really upset me. But I never want to just dump on one single person or creator or author because we're all human and we make mistakes. I think there's a difference when there's creators that show a willfulness to not change their mind and are like tone deaf to what's happening. So anyway, okay, new content coming up. So tomorrow we have the interview with Juliet. I will say that 50 more times in this video. So if you're not cool with it, too bad. I'm very excited for that. I've become pretty close with Juliet in the past couple months, and it is the funnest, most fun thing ever. She is a kooky, amazing woman. I love her. So that's going to be fun. What I'm starting this weekend, so like I said, I'm taking a self-care weekend, and I'm going to be starting a couple of reading vlogs that I'm doing. There's 2 reading vlogs that I am hoping to start. So one of them is for March is my birthday. My birthday is March 18th, in case you were wondering. I want to do a read books the year that you were born, from the year that you were born, which I've seen other people do. I think it's really creative. And the way that I am doing this is that I have an app. I've shared this before. It's called My Library, and I can sort it based on publication year. And so I ended up finding about 12 books that I already own that are from the year I was born. And so I'm going to start a reading vlog. I don't know how long it will take because I'm not going to make this a main focus. That's why I'm starting it in February, so that if it takes me a month and a half to get it out, then I will have it. I'm hoping to put it out on my birthday, but I'm not going to like push myself. If it comes out my birthday month, that's fine too. And so I'm not going to show you guys what the books are yet. That'll be the spoiler, but that's going to happen. A couple of them are by some of my favorite authors, and I'm really excited. So I was born in 1993, by the way. So, you know, that's going to be that's 28 years ago. So I'm very interested about some of these books, and some of them I don't know how it will go, but I made a spinner wheel. I made a spinner wheel for them, and my goal is to read 3 or 4 or 5 if it goes really well from that TBR. So that is a video we have coming up. Another one I'm wanting to start, and I don't know if this will end up being the whole series or just a few at a time, but it came to my attention when my friend Crystal reread these books that the first time I read The Ice Planet Barbarians, I gave the first book 2 stars. And that was before I was like publicly reading romance as much as I was. And I also just like didn't get the campy level of it. I was taking it all like pretty seriously, which I don't suggest you do if you read Ice Planet Barbarians. And so Crystal was like, I can't believe you only gave this 2 stars. Like, I think it would be so much fun. Yes, Jessen, I know. So I'm going to reread some of them. I don't know. We'll see how much fun I have or how it goes. But I'm going to start a vlog reading those books and then seeing how I feel. So if it ends up being really successful, maybe it'll be a series of me reading Ruby Dixon's books. I don't know. But I've just been reading some heavier like books lately, and not even just dark romance, just like books that have been like heavier for me, which I'll also talk about in my weekly wrap up that I filmed today, which will be up tomorrow morning. And I just kind of want that like campiness and to like lose my oh my gosh. Well, it can't be any worse than the mermaid peen. So, or yeah, that's hilarious. So that is going to be coming up soon. Then the end of February, we will have the Rake Appreciation Society. The book club portion will be on Crystal's channel, but because Crystal has been having internet problems, the live show with Sarah MacLean will be on my channel on the 28th. So very excited about that. That was a twist of fate that it be put on my channel, and I'm very excited about it. We'll see. Hey girl, welcome. We'll see. What was I gonna say? Dang it. It just went out of my brain when someone said hello. Nope, I lost it. It's gone. Okay, anyway, so that's coming up. I'm very excited. Now there's something that I tentatively want to tell you all about just because I want to give you the heads up, and that's going to be the fun of you showing up to this. I don't know if a lot of you were around for the Kindle Clear Out readathon, which was done in September, October last year, and it was done by Bree from In Love and Words, who is one of the sweetest humans, both on BookTube and off. And I was asking her when she was going to do it again, because I have a lot of things on my Kindle now, and I really, really love that readathon. And I feel like it's a readathon that stacks well with other things, because like you can just do what's on your Kindle. So if there's a Black Author readathon going on, or there is a sci-fi readathon going on, or something else, it can stack really well. But Bree decided that she didn't want to host this time or set it up just for reasons. There's no particular, she was just like, it's just a lot. She's like, I want to be part of it, but I don't want to set it up this time. And so I was like, girl, give it to me. I'll do it. So I won't tell you who is involved yet, but there will be more info of that coming up in my TBR for March, which I plan to film today. So that will be up for my channel members will be able to see it today probably. And then I'm planning to release it on the 21st. But if you're interested in that, if you have a Kindle, if you have ebooks, if you have ARCs you need to get through, this readathon, we're going to have it in March. And so I want to announce it soon so that it can get on people's calendars. And then, it's funny, like this readathon's really fun, but do I actually end the readathon with less books than I started with? No, because I end up buying all of the books that people are talking about in their videos, but I'm going to try my best. Hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. So just wanted to throw that out there to you guys so you know that it's going to be happening. Yes, Justin, I just love it so much. And so that's why, because it'll have been almost 6 months since the last one. And this is a readathon. I feel like, man, I would do this readathon all the time just to keep me focused on my Kindle books. But I'm very excited to do it. There she is. Hello, my friend. Hello. I was just talking about you. You must have just heard it through the way. I was talking about our Sarah MacLean interview. So you must have just heard me and materialized. It's amazing. Yes, neglecting a Kindle. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, my like TBR / announcement is going to be kind of weird because I'm going to do my March TBR and that's going to be separate from my Kindle TBR, but I'm going to announce the details and who's involved and everything in it. And then again, that video will go up next week. But if you're a channel member, you'll know about it as soon as I get it up. So there's that. Yes, Crystal, I'm always sending you vibes. It's always happening. Let's see what other, I think those are all of the big ones. But yeah, that is mostly everything of that. We can just hang out and do some book recs or some questions now if you want to, for another like 15 minutes. I got to keep this at an hour today because I need to film 3 videos and all that stuff. So I can't talk forever, but I discovered such great books last year. Yes. Yeah. Oh, the oldest one on your Kindle. That is a prompt that like, I think I still have the same oldest book on my Kindle as I did for the last one. So I think that if it's the oldest book on your Kindle for both readathons, then I have a problem. Shame on me for doing that. But anyway, whoop, whoop. Computer's being funky. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys have any questions or book recs you want for the next 15 minutes, we'll just hang out. I have my pad ready if you guys have any recs for me, because usually I'm never prepared. And then you guys start throwing recs at me and I'm like, oh, fudge, where is everything? So this time I'm ready. But oh my gosh, again, it looks so pretty out, but it's just death out there. -20. Come on. Yes, San Mariano. I have heard mixed things about that one. But San Mariano is just, her books are bonkers. I can't explain why Untouchable is one of my favorite books, or that I loved. What was the other one I read? Damn, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like a Hitman one too. It's really funny. I want Jen to read that Christmas book. It's not happening. It's not happening. Starry Night, I live in North Dakota. I live in Fargo. Don't keep that a secret. I will tell you anytime. But again, I was saying this earlier in the live. I'm used to cold weather. I've lived here my whole life. I've lived in Minnesota or North Dakota my whole life, but you just never get used to -20, even though I'm prepared for it to be -20. Does that make sense? It's a thing. I'm a little sad because a book that I had in my 505 readathon was just reviewed by a friend who didn't like it. That's no fun, man. That's no fun when that happens, especially if you're kind of hyped for it. Pharaoh Feb has been kind of like a mixed feeling for me because I get burned out on fantasy faster than anything. I was saying this earlier on the live too. I want to try to get through 2 more fantasy books before Silver Flames comes out, because I feel like after I read Silver Flames, I'm going to be tapped out of fantasy. Like I foresee that, because normally I spread my fantasy out much more than this. And I think I've read 8 or 9 for Pharaoh Feb, and it's a lot. I'm starting to get burned out with it. Even though it's been really fun trying a lot of different ones, and I found some really great books. But San Mariano, which one is on your Kindle? Tarini, is that how you say that? Sorry if that's wrong. Oh, you live in Minnesota. Cool. My family's from Brainerd, which is such a weird word to say. I say I love cold weather, but I like it from my home. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I get burned out just because you're starting from scratch every time, especially if it's high fantasy. And sometimes I just don't want to do that. I don't want to start from scratch with a new world sometimes because I'm lazy. I'm lazy as hell, man. It's a thing. Thank you. This was a gift from one of my friends, Aliana. I always mispronounce her name. I'm sorry. She gave me this like right when all the Bridgerton stuff was coming out and there weren't a ton of like bugs and stuff. And I freaking love it. It's great. Yes. All right. Good choice. I hope that it works for you. I don't know your level of darkness, but I'm sure you know all the things about it. Whoa, stuff's really coming to know. I love fantasy, but it's hard to find the prompts as well. Yes, that's true. They do have some kind of random stuff. Crystal, I'm definitely going to read that one. That one is in my reading, and I know that one's a quicker one. I totally will read that one. Have you read The Hidden Legacy? I have not read an Alona Andrews book yet. I promise. Jessen wants me to read it. I will do it. Other people have mentioned it. I will try it. I just haven't picked the right one yet. I just posted one today. I just posted the historical one. I have a contemporary one. And just today, my historical one posted. So unless you're talking about a different genre or something, let me know what you mean by that, because I've done a few of those. I just did. I will talk about A Court of Wings and Ruin in my wrap-up that I'm filming today. I reread Akawar and Akafas, and I love them just as much as before. I can't wait. Okay, also, we're going to pause here for just a second because I got to tell you guys some tea. Okay, wait, pause everything because I want to answer all your questions, but I'm giving you some tea. This is insider information. So I have a bookseller at my Barnes & Noble who's been my buddy for a long time. Like, we chat up the books. It's fantastic. I went in there yesterday to just get a coffee on my way to do some other stuff because I'm like, don't buy any books today. You're going to come buy a book. Because I don't pre-order books anymore because they always get to me 2 or 3 days after that and I want it immediately. So I didn't pre-order Silver Flames because I'm going to go and buy it. So that I can start reading, because I don't get my mail until 5 p.m. And even then, sometimes the book doesn't come until the next day or whatever. So anyway, I go up to get coffee and she happened to be working the coffee area this time. And she told me, have you heard the tea about Silver Flames? And I was like, bitch, no, I haven't. What's happening? Well, it turns out that thousands and thousands of copies of Court of Silver Flames were misprinted. They were either missing chapter 79 out of 80 chapters, so like the last chapter, or chapter 79 was placed right after the prologue. So it was the first chapter of the book. And all these books were printed overseas because there's a paper shortage here. And so everything was printed in the UK and then shipped out to where it would go. And so there was Barnes & Noble stores that were opening their stocks and going through it, and they were misprinted. So my friend knew this because they all got an email to check their stock to see if they got this messed up stock. And so all of our copies are okay. And they still have a couple days, but I don't know how they'll be able to do a mass printing and resending out of all of these. So I imagine that on the day of, there's going to be places that don't have copies. And I don't know if that's affecting ones that are getting sent out, but this is happening in like Barnes & Noble stores everywhere. They're finding this out, that their stocks are fucked up. So I don't know where you got yours from, but it's scary. Dear Eve, oh, thank you so much. That makes me feel so good. That's why I always try to jump from contempt to historical to paranormal to avoid burnout. Yeah. And it's hard when there's a readathon focused on something because it's hard to do that. Whoop, we're losing stuff. You love dark romance. My brain's wired that way. Boom. Me too. You're going to love it then. Hey, Bex. Hello, beautiful girl. Freaking Hidden Legacy. All right. Jess and I will get to it. Woo. I saw you post about Love and War just being released, and I think I have to buy that right away. Yes, Bex, I was thinking of you when I read that book because I know that you loved this book. And it was giving me vibes of this, even though it's a completely different story. Love and War is actually the first copy ever of a book I reviewed that the author is sending me a copy as like a thank you for reviewing it, which I'm sorry, but can I just say I like feel like I arrived when she's going to do that. But also her interview with Charles, if you haven't seen it, Charles on Stereo had an interview with the author of Love and War, and that woman is so awesome. And the book is great. It is tough, but it's amazing. Yes, and I don't know if you like order from Amazon or not. I don't know if it's Amazon stock this happened to, but it was stock that was sent to Barnes & Noble stores specifically. There was thousands of copies that got misprinted. Yeah. And I'm like telling you, I mean, obviously I'm putting this on internet. That's why I'm not telling you the name of this person who told me or anything. And I looked and I hadn't seen an announcement that's anywhere public, but she's like, we got an email that we had to check all of our stock and check to see where page 79 was because it was either missing or in the wrong place in many copies. I haven't been in a historical mood right now, but I'll keep it in mind. I will try and find your contemporary one. Yes, it's just from, it's under my recommendations playlist. It'll be, if you like this, try this. I just did it a couple weeks ago. I just got an email that mine was shipped from Books A Million. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oops, I'll get there in a second. I love your videos a lot. Oh, thank you. Also, Unbreak My Heart by Nicole Jacqueline is an emotional military romance, accidental pregnancy. I don't usually read those, but I'm going to write it down. Bye. Cool. Excuse me. Cool. Well, here's the thing, Monet. To me, they're like all books for Valentine's Day. That's my only thought on that. Like, in the previous year, some things I did for Valentine's Day was to do like the most swoony romances. So I have videos like that. But I mean, I'm a romance booktube. I mean, it's Valentine's Day every day for me. So I don't really do like special content for Valentine's Day because I feel like everything that I do is leading up to that, if that makes sense. But I can understand if you're looking for that. And I'm sure some other channels have to be doing specific ones, right? For Valentine's Day, I'm talking to one of my favorite romance authors. So that's going to be romantic enough for me. Yes, Bex. And they're both like, he's a husky hero. She's plus size. She's black. She's a singer. It's so like angsty, and it definitely still feels like there's a present danger to the book, but it was just so good. And when you hear the author talk about it, because I was really nervous. I got solicited to, I got reached out to try this book. And I was nervous. Because I was like, this is the content it's about. I'm scared. And it was actually a couple of my booktube friends. I was like, what do you think about this book? Should I do this? Are my opinions going to be like valid about this? And everyone unanimously was like, you just got to try it and see. And I'm really glad that I did. And I can't wait to own a copy of it. Like, honestly, if they weren't sending me a copy, I was like going to order it. I swear. I was going to pre-order it to help boost our sales. And then I got an email and they were like, we're going to send you a copy as a thank you. And I was like, oh, yay. I was just about to order this. So I might still order a copy to give as a gift to someone too. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Does Barnes & Noble have a special edition? It wasn't the special edition ones. There was just a run of the printing that something got out of order and it just fucked everything up. But yeah, it's crazy. Getting mine in a subscription box. Well, that will probably be okay because I know a lot of subscription boxes, don't they have like a special edition? Maybe, I don't know. But, ooh, that happened with the Laura Lee one. That is horrible. Yes. Yes, I have a Kristen Ashley on my list right now because Heather from Here Booktubes talks about her one series all the time and says they're very alpha male. So she's actually on my Kindle. Totally loved Consequences. Okay, I'll write it down. Althea Ramig and I, we haven't been friends in the past. Not the person, me and her books. But I have been thinking of trying another one again. Because I know my friend Steph is obsessed with them. So I'll write that one down. What? What did you say? The Boy on the Bridge. Holy crap. Dude, I'm going to check that out. I'm late, but I'm here. Well, thank you so much for joining, Tamika. I mean, I didn't warn people. This is what I do when I do live shows. Because I never know if I'm going to feel like doing it or not when I do a live show with just myself. So I don't really plan them ahead of time. I wake up and I'll be like, do I feel like doing my makeup in front of people? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Yeah, I've heard you say that. I mean, what are your favorite ones of Kristen Ashley? I know. I knew I had been waiting. See, that's the thing with indie authors. They just pop that stuff up. Boy on a Bridge. I will check that out. I wonder if she has an ARC team because I might slide into her DMs to find out. I'm like, do you know I've been like recommending you to everyone. You should let me read your book. I don't use my social collateral like that because it makes me feel like I shouldn't, but also sometimes it works out. Like the one and only book that I really, really pushed to get has been a Kerrigan Byrne. And because I did that, I now like get approved for all of her books. And it's the best decision I ever made by like putting myself out there because now I get to read her books early and it makes me so happy because I love Kerrigan Byrne. But oh my gosh, my toes are cold. The thing is when it's this cold, even when I have a heater going, it still gets cold on the floor. So I'm sitting on the floor and like it's warm up here, but down here it's cold. The ones that you like. Well, you know I care what you like. So Lawman and Own the Wind. All right. Okay. Now we're going to have an open forum real quick here for, I know I said it was going to end at, but I started at 10 after. So we'll start at 10 after, of some video recommendations for me. What do you want to see? And then we're going to hop out of here. I know, Monet, this is new news to me. I'm going to find out about it and I'll share about it once I know more about it. I just get annoyed because all of her characters speak the exact same way. Do you get me? And Babe. And they love to cut off the heroine while she's speaking. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Video ideas. Anything you want, I'm going to write it down and we'll put it in the poll for my members. So maybe it'll get done. So I don't know this. So Twisted Cravings comes out a month from now. And then I know she has listed that at least the first book in Sins of the Father will be out this year. So I'm assuming it is a fall release. Cora Riley, in case you don't know, she just had a baby. She is a precious little bean. She also has a very Italian name, which makes me happy. And so, yeah, Sins of the Father is supposed to come out later in the year. But I know that at least the first Sins of the Father is supposed to be out this year. Did you guys also see that Lucia Franco is doing a Mafia series? I'm very interested in that because her books are so dark. They would lend very well to a Mafia book. Yes, you should definitely. The one thing that I'm not a huge fan of in like her Facebook group is that, I don't know. I love all authors' Facebook groups are really fun, but you know, some are not created equal, right? Romance books that made me laugh. That's a nice one. Sorry, I write slow. That's a good one because you know what? I'm trying to read some funnier ones right now. Her books are really good. For Kindle Clear Out, spoiler alert to put this out, I have her 2 standalone Mafia books, but if you know the world, you know the world, and you know that they're connected anyway. I still have yet to read them, so I have them on my list. I loved Jock Row by Sarah Ney. I wish she would write more books like that. Those ones are really funny, too. Those are really good ones. What's the anthology with? Oh, is that the Darkness and Sin one? Is that the one you mean? Or Sins and Darkness or something? Let me see. The one that SM Soto got kicked off of because she is a crazy thief. Nope, that's not that one. Darkness and Sin. Is that the one? Dark Romances for Beginners. I did already do that one. I'll write down that topic though, because that's something that's ever changing. That video was really hard to make just because people come at dark romance from so many different places. So I'll take a look at that video and see if there's anything new that I have to add. Ooh, okay. Let me write that one down. R.I.P. and Debase by Rachel Van Dyken. Man, I have some Rachel Van Dyken. I need to try reading her. Whoa, sorry, I missed one. It skips. 10 favorite couples, only 10. Okay. Okay. Whoa. I hate how it skips around. I'd love to see a video about books where you want to eat the food the main characters make. So chef books. That's interesting. That could be a fun one to research. I haven't done one of those in a while. Love and hate of using a Kindle. I'm still deciding if I want one. I mean, I don't know many like detractors to using a Kindle. That's my thing. I have only had positive experiences using a Kindle. So I feel like that wouldn't be a really balanced argument. I think it's fantastic. I have now both a Kindle and an Amazon Fire because I like taking pictures. I'm a basic bitch and I really like taking pictures with it. Ooh, my nails almost match this. That's cool. But I love my Kindle Paperwhite so much. I still use that because it's lighter. Like the Fire with the case, it's kind of heavy, which I like sometimes because I still like feeling like I'm holding a book sometimes. Whereas like my Kindle Paperwhite, it is so light, especially if you do like without a case and you do like the pop socket. It's just great and it's a great size and it's wonderful. So I don't really have any negatives to it. The thing too about the Amazon Fire, this only cost me $82, whereas my Paperwhite was $120. But Amazon runs deals all the time for their Kindles. So I watched the video and thought you did a great job explaining dark romance and giving great recommendations. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear it was good. It was really hard to decide where to start. That's my thing with that, is because I came into dark romance, like I dropped in the fucking deep end because I read Twist Me. Is one of the first ones that I read. Like, not the only dark one, but it's one of the first ones I read. I just dropped right into it. Also, I used to read paranormal way back, and I feel like that's a good entrance. I'll save it. You're right. There's enough topic for video. We can find it. Let's see where we at. Romantic comedies. Yep, I wrote that down. I haven't done one of those in a while. We need a mafia community. It's hard to find new books with good plot. Yes. Perhaps a top tier romance video. Yes. So that's something else I could announce too, is that for the week of my birthday, I'm planning to do a favorites week. So that's why the video Crystal suggested, that's perfect for that. So if you let me know what things you want top at. I've already done like male and female characters that are my favorite. And to be honest, that really hasn't changed enough that I need to do an updated video. But I could do an updated couple and like a top tier romances. So I want to do some stuff based on my favorites. Hi, Bianca. Good morning. I'd love the opposites of you for chef books. Oh, cute. Okay. I have 2 separate lists. Sorry. I'm writing stuff down. The opposite of you. Okay. Tier ranking the heroes. So I can't like do tier rankings unless someone, because I could record on my phone. And unless someone knows how I can like do that, I would have to like not use the tier ranking setup that people are used to. Because I could like tier rank them and like you like make a graphic. So just like putting it out there, like I would love to do a tier ranking, but I wouldn't be able to use the program because I don't use my computer for anything. I only use my phone. And I believe most people who are doing a tier ranking, they like screen record to their computer and do it. And I just wouldn't be able to do that. So that's the only thing. But I could do a tier ranking if I like did it. Maybe I could like like record over like a blank piece of paper and draw. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would look lame. I've heard good things about that one. Wild Man, The Will, Sweet Dreams, Lady Luck, and Creed are all good ones. Let me write that down. Creed, Lady Luck. I just need to start somewhere with Kristen Ashley because I haven't tried any of them. Kindle is literally always on me. Easy access to books, and you can read on the go. Easier to read at night. I have only positive things to say. Yeah, and I will say nothing even showed this even more to me than when I went on my trip to Columbia and I just pre-downloaded about 50 books. I had them all downloaded on there. Like, I remember when I used to go to summer camp and I would bring books with me and they would take up half of my suitcase, the books I would bring. So I mean, especially if you're willing to try Kindle Unlimited. Like, I've tried so many books I never would have read if I didn't have it. So, recommend some books with male swimmers. I don't know if I have enough swimmers, but maybe I could do an athlete's rec. I haven't done one of those in a while. Okay. Book beard in mind. Give me a try. Heroine with OCD. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Contemporary / dark romance books where the H and H end up taking care of each other or have to. Could be because, okay, so caretaker romances. That's a great one. Okay. I love the Oasis for the yellow light because it's not as hard on my eyes as I'm a migraine sufferer. However, it's pricey. Yes, yes, yes. I had the audiobook finished in one sitting. Cool. Kindle is the only way I can do reading. I'd be too embarrassed. That's fair, Joanne. That's fair. Also, KU and Libby, hundreds of books. Yes. Books you could read over and over and never get tired of. Okay. Okay. What about the best book debuts in the past 2 or 3 books? So many books are coming out. Okay, favorite Favorite debuts. I think that's a great one because that's really supporting new authors too. All right, we're getting to the bottom of this. Instead of tier, you could do flashcards. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking, Bianca. I could get some pretty colored flashcards and then like record myself like ranking them. I could do that. It'll be like a super ratchet tier ranking. I think that could actually be really funny. Okay. Deshauna, hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm just a hot mess in the mornings. It's great. You came when I already had my makeup put on. I did a get ready with me, so you came to the fun part of it. The Golden Dynasty. Ooh, okay. People are giving me video ideas and book recs, by the way. That's what's happening. For anyone who just showed up randomly. Okay, all right, we're getting to the bottom. We're getting there. Golden Dynasty, 100% GOT5, called Grow Lived. I actually did enjoy that one. Good to know. Okay, a lot of you are saying that. Have you read Archer's Vow? I haven't yet. I know. I'll write it down. I haven't read any Mia Sheridan yet. Tier ranking heroes. Okay. Whoop. I'm down with flashcards. I think I'd enjoy it more. Seems more authentic. I actually don't watch traditional tier rankings. Okay, well, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. More of what you're doing, what you're eating, close-up bookshelf and vlogs. I promise I'm not a stalker. You are not the only one, Andrea. Like, vlogs are some of my favorite parts. I love a good long vlog where I just get to hang out with people while they do that. I love to support new authors. It's the best part of romance viewing. Yes. Tilly Cole is supposed to write a new book in the Hades Hangman series. I haven't read any of those yet. Yes. Joshana, I'm so excited for that video. I mean, I hope that it's a good experience for you. I think it will be because you can kind of take the best of what we recommended. If you guys don't know this, I was just on the World Hoppers channel, which was a lot of fun. I try to play it cool. I don't play it that cool. Where we recommended fantasy romance to people in like all levels of Steam and stuff. And Joshana's maybe going to read some of them, which is awesome. Maybe by genre, your top dark. I mean, we'll try it like with the heroes vibe, Nikki, and then if it works, I'm happy to do tier ranking videos. I just have never tried it because I can't use stuff from my computer. You know, I don't edit I do everything on my phone, and I don't believe you can like do the tier ranking on your phone and film yourself. Like, I just don't think it works. So we'll have to see. Yeah. Yeah. I'm willing to try it. I mean, Khal Drogo is one of my favorite parts. Sweet romances. I like that. I'm getting really like that. I'm not tired of it. I love enemies to lovers. It's great. But I was saying this to some of my friends. I read a bunch of enemies to lovers in a row. And I was just like, can we just love each other from the start and work on other problems? So I'm definitely in a mood to read some sweet romances. So I don't know this one. Jessen, can you answer this? Oh, wait, did someone answer it? High Steam. Okay. Sorry, didn't continue down my list. Yeah, I've heard Jennifer Ashley's pretty high Steam. So, I'm a stalker. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. You guys all tell me that, which is why I keep making vlogs. So I used to make weekly vlogs, right? Like in the year of 2019, I had a reading vlog for pretty much every week of the year. And I felt like they weren't doing well. And then when I started doing topical vlogs, everyone loved that. So that's what I'm really focusing on this year. Stroked Long by Megan Quinn. Okay. I still need to read a Megan Quinn. I haven't known where to start with her. I like that title. you will fall in love with Bodie Banks. I am here for it anytime. Oops, I missed this one. Share your favorite movie video. We enjoy your blog. You want me to do my favorite movies? It's been a long time since I've done that. I don't think that's really changed for me, but that's okay. Method by Kate Stewart. I need to try Kate Stewart. Okay. All right, these are going to be the last ones here because I need to go film my videos now. Recs for romance books based on the seasons. That's an interesting thought. Okay. I love your vlogs. I look forward to them. Found you via Bree's historical one. Oh, that's so nice. That was so much fun. I can't believe she did that for me. She's amazing. Hey, help. Why can't I find Golden Dynasty except in German? I mean, it's my first language and I'm down, but it's weird. I don't know the answer to that one. All right. What's this one? I am just late to watching YouTube videos most of the time. I think I'm about a month behind full-time job. That's true. That's true. I love that you do that. Like, I noticed that you do that. I love, because that's how I comment. I do like a running comment when I watch my friends' videos. I think they could attest to this. And so I will like start a comment and just like say a bunch of things. I love it. I have read some Julie and Stephanie. It was a long time ago. I really like her stuff. I liked Getting Lucky. Yes, I want to try that. So, okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I went over by 10 minutes, which is totally fine, but I need to film my weekly wrap up. That will be up tomorrow morning. Remember, the interview with Juliet is going to be at 5 p.m. on my channel on Valentine's Day. If you're not doing anything, come hang out with us. It's going to be fun. And then, yeah, I can't wait for everything we have coming up. Thank you for these video ideas. Channel members, you'll see some of these in a poll very soon, I think, because I want to film some of these. So that will be fun. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for your support. As I said, it means so much to me. Going forward with this new job is going to be such a great opportunity. And to know that I have you guys supporting me and having my back, just, you might think that it's not a big deal, but it is. Like, this is my life that's affected because of your guys' support. So it really means so much to me. And someday I'm going to get to live this as a full-time dream because of you guys who are here. So thank you all for joining. I love you so much and have a wonderful weekend. Have a great Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day. And we'll see you hopefully on Sunday. Bye.